The first song today that people need to stop misinterpreting is Modern English's I Melt With You. Now this is one of the few new wave tracks that I seriously love, and while a lot of people like to think it's a great love song with a clever phrasing, it's actually a lot darker than you might think. First off, the proper title of this song is I Melt With You, not just Melt With You, but that's me being picky and you should know anyway. Released in May of 1982, if you take a second and really listen to the lyrics, especially in the middle of it, you'll understand exactly what this song is about and how twisted it really is. This one is set right before or at the end of the world, the apocalyptic times, if you will. You've got that, the world crashing around your face, trying to save the human race, it's all right there for you. Robbie Gray himself has said many times that this song is all about two people making love as the bombs drop and their bodies actually melt together. Yep, nothing says love like some flesh burning together as one. Hearts! Totally creepy, but facts are facts, and that's what this song is really about. Next up, let's take a look at the Paul McCartney and Wings song Let It Roll, because I know what you think it's all about, but you're wrong. For decades, people have assumed that this was one of the many letters that Paul McCartney wrote to John Lennon trying to make peace between the two after the Beatles were over. Everyone loves to think that this was a song to patch things up, but it's not. This one's actually about drugs. Let it roll. You can probably figure this one out, right? McCartney himself said it. It's more about rolling a joint than anything else. And then he always cites the song Dear Friend as the actual song he wrote to try and make things better between him and John Lennon. It's nice to think that they're both about John Lennon and friendship, but they're not. This one's about drugs. That's simple. Last up, let's talk about the Black Flag track, White Minority. During that era of hardcore and punk rock, there were tons of songs very similar to this, like Minor Threat's Guilty of Being White and the Dead Kennedy. Well, pretty much the entire Dead Kennedys catalog fits this idea. It's called sarcasm. So many people try and play this one off as some white power anthem, but if you know anything about Black Flag, you'd know that's almost impossible. The original version was recorded with Keith Morris just before he left the band, and the studio version ended up being done with Ron Reyes, whose parents are Puerto Rican. Basically, this song takes all of the ideas of white power and does what they can to make the people who actually believe that crap look like complete morons. Greg Ginn has spoken about it directly a few times over the years. This is about mocking racism, not being a part of it. Get the facts right. The great thing about music is that you can really interpret lyrics for pretty much any use you want to, but every once in a while people get things so wrong that I have to step in and set them straight.